Welcome to You Brew Kombucha. Today I'm going to walk you through my basic method for making kombucha cocktails. Aside from drinking it straight, one of my favorite things to do with kombucha is to make cocktails out of it. Now you can obviously make this out of store-bought kombucha, but I really love making homemade kombucha cocktails out of homemade kombucha. And the steps are pretty simple. You can use any amount of fruits and herbs and other aromatics as you please, and you can use it with really any kind of liquor. My favorites generally tend to be vodka, which doesn't have much flavor to it, but also tequila and mezcal are my absolute favorites for kombucha cocktails. But of course, you can use whatever liquor you like. But in general, the steps are pretty simple. You muddle fresh fruit and herbs if you like, along with the liquor of your choice in a glass. Then you add some ice, and then you top it with kombucha, and you can add some extra fresh herbs if you like. And that is the general basic process for all of the kombucha cocktails that I make. But what makes it really exciting is all of the different combinations you can make with the different fruits that you use, the herbs that you add, the liquor that you use, and of course the different types of kombucha that you make yourself. So today I'm gonna make a couple sample cocktails just to show you the basic principles of how I make my kombucha cocktails. So the first cocktail that I'm gonna start with is a tangerine raspberry rosemary cocktail with some raspberry ginger lemon kombucha. It sounds like a lot of ingredients. It's really simple. Most of the hard part is done just with me having made the kombucha. So this is a bottle of my raspberry ginger lemon kombucha. And what I am going to do is take a glass, take a tangerine that I'm just going to slice, use maybe half of the tangerine, add that to the cocktail glass. Go ahead and pick some rosemary, throw that in. And I like to use about 3 ounces of liquor. And if you want to leave the alcohol out, of course, you're welcome to do so. That's about 1.5 ounces in that. So to make 3 ounces, I'm gonna add 2. And then I'm just going to muddle it into the glass to release those aromatics from the tangerine. The rind actually plays a huge role. There are a lot of really good essential oils in the rinds of citrus fruits. So that'll release a lot of aromatics. And then muddling it with the liquor and with the rosemary will help all of those oils from those aromatics really extract and go into the liquor itself. So after you muddle for a bit, you can add some ice to the glass and then top it with your homemade kombucha. If you want to add an extra little rosemary garnish, there's cocktail number 1. Yum. For the second video, I am going to play around with a fruit that is a pretty uncommon fruit, but this is a pineapple guava that I found from the farmer's market, that I got from the farmer's market yesterday. And it tastes like a guava, but sweeter, and does have some hints of pineapple, so I am a big fan of it. So I'm just gonna add some pineapple guava to my glass. I'm also gonna add a couple of blackberries. Take my 3 ounces of tequila. Just muddle all of those, and you'll see some really nice color come out of the blackberries there as they get smushed to bits. And I don't mind having the fruit pulp in my cocktails. I think it adds a nice bit of texture to the cocktail, but if you would prefer to strain it out, you can definitely do that. And now we add our ice to the mix. And for this one, I'm going tropical, so I'm gonna go ahead and add a bottle of my passion fruit kombucha. And you can see I actually added real passion fruit seeds and pulp to this one. So that'll add a nice bit of texture and crunch to the cocktail as well. Look at that color. If you want to, you can give it a little stir. Tastes like vacation. Yum. So those are just a couple of examples of the many, many, many ways that you can make cocktails out of kombucha. If you have your own favorite recipes or other drinks that you like to make with kombucha, definitely comment down below. I'd love to hear from you about what your favorites, either ingredients or recipes are. And if you like seeing these types of kombucha cocktail recipe videos, let me know and I might come up with a list of my favorites and film more videos like this in the future. If you have any questions or want to learn more about making your own homemade kombucha, definitely check out all the videos and resources at my website, You Brew Kombucha. And I'm also going to take a second to do a shameless plug for my book, The Kombucha Crafter's Logbook, which is available for sale on Amazon. I'll add a link to it down in the description box below, but it is chock full of a bunch of my tips and troubleshooting reference guides. But the majority of the book is dedicated to these tracking journal logbook pages that you can fill with your own recipes and your own process as you homebrew your batches of kombucha. So if that's something that's interesting to you, definitely give that a look. Otherwise, if you have any questions, leave me a comment down below. I hope this video was fun and helpful for you. Happy brewing!